What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and today I have Cleric Dragoon back here on the channel, and today we're talking about the GOBOWIWI attack. It's a Town Hall 9 attack strategy, one from the past that's been revamped, and we have Dragoon here, and he's going to kind of fill us in on how it works, how it's comprised, and how well it worked for him in his most recent war. Dragoon, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, Echo?
It's good to have you back on the channel, man. I had a good time with you last time, and I'm excited to do it again.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
So why don't you, we're looking at the base that you took this attack in on right here in your most recent war, the number 9 base. You were the number 7. Why don't you fill us in on what this attack is all about and how you went about it?
Well, Echo, let me tell you, this attack, you know, I've seen it performed in some of the clans I cover. I cover a lot of different league clans, and ultimately, the guys over in Global Warring, I do LWCW with them, and me and some of our teammates got together and said, hey, let's try this attack out. So we kind of got together and discussed it, but literally, this war was the first time I'd ever tried GOBOWIWI, ever. And literally, while the army was cooking, I was planning my attack. And I'd never used it. Like I said, I've seen it used. I've seen some videos, but never used it. So basically, you know, that was it in a nutshell. This attack, you know, my very first time using this attack, it was this war, and I 6-pack. Nice. When I 6-pack with an attack for the first time ever using it, it gets my attention. So I definitely want to bring it to your viewers for sure.
All right, and you said to me earlier that it's not it's not the most difficult attack to pull off. That it's kind of fairly easy even to pull off.
Right. I call these attacks set it and forget it attacks. I think I got the phrase from our buddy Cast and Blast, okay. But that's what I call these. These are set and forget it. It's basically you do your funnel. The most of your planning is the initial funnel and where your jumps are going to be in your rage and heal. And other than that, it's just let it go. Let it go.
Well, why don't we let it go right now? We're going to jump into it, and you can kind of let us know what's going on.
Right on.
Let's play in 3, 2, 1, and play. What's happening here?
All right, so when I first started, you know, I'm going to start my funnel up at the edges with the witches, and I seen those beautiful mortars there, so I locked my 2 golems on them, and I seen this cannon, and you know, the base gave me this cannon over to the side. And typically in this attack, it's okay if 2 of the golems run down the side or not. It doesn't really matter if you funnel them all into the core of the base, or if you just funnel 1 and let 2 run down the sides. It's up to you. I mean, either way, it's good. And so as you can see here, I've went in with a shattered entry, and the 1 golem has the witches backing it up on the side funnel. So right now you can see I've raged, I've poisoned, I've healed, I've dropped my Skelly spell on the bow. Always carry a Skelly, because that bow will harm your troops as they're coming through. So you can kind of tangle that bow up with those Skellies. He'll kind of redirect and retarget onto the Skellies, and it'll save your core shot troops to be able to do more damage at the end of this. And the great thing about this attack, Echo, and the thing that's really awesome about it, is it doesn't have healers like a witch slap. Yes. So the air defense are pointless. They don't matter to this attack. It does not matter. Base shape does not matter. What really matters is how much you can get with the jumps. How much into the base can you get with 2 jumps? That's what matters the most. As you can see, this base is completely destroyed. I'm going to swag both my heroes. That is happening right here. Yeah, I just swag them. I just hit them right there just to hit them. So that's the power of GOBOWIWI.
Yes, this looks, I mean, I've done a lot of BOWITCH on my channel, which is obviously a Town Hall 10 attack strategy, and we know Witch Slap as well that has those healers. So, obviously, besides not having all those bowlers that you have in the BOWITCH attack, because obviously you can't cook them up yourself as a Town Hall 9, what's the real difference? I mean, I know that you're adding the wizards in as well, but is it just less bowlers, and it's basically the Town Hall 9 composition of a very similar attack?
Basically, yeah. I mean, this does rival a BOWITCH. It looks very similar. I'm just older. I'm a kind of old school. I've been around the game a long time, and I've seen GOWIWIs at Town Hall 9, and so for me, I just call it a GOBOWIWI. But BOWITCH will work for this attack. It's practically the same. It's just a Town Hall 9 version.
I like it. I like it a lot. Why don't we head on over to the second attack, and we can let everyone see how you did on that second hit.
Right on.
All right, Goon, we're here on the second base. Why don't we take a look at it in 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right, so on this base, I seen the 2 mortars on the ends, right? So I threw my golems on that. I seen that wizard tower in the center. I'm going to lock my center golem on that. And then I start funneling in my witches here to clean up the outsides. And ultimately, I'm going to funnel in my royals and the bowlers. Now, I got my first jump there in the center. I want them to go in the center because I'm going to get a lot of value in there once I rage. So I'm trying to go as deep as I can with this rage, but I ended up hitting it early because the CC is going to pull early, and I didn't want my bowlers and stuff getting burnt. But right here, as you can see, my bowlers blew the funnel. This is one of the most awfulest things in an attack that can happen. So right here, I'm a little upset. But my royals, as you can see, I've hit the king's ability. I have dropped my emergency skelly spell. And so I'm like, oh my God. At this point, I'm saying, am I going to 3 this base? You know, I need my queen to jump. She's lollygagging around on storage. And I'm just yelling at her at this point. You can imagine that, right?
I could imagine.
I'm like, get in there. So, you know, but I'm watching my bowlers at this point. I'm starting to ease off because the one golem, he tanked around one side and the other tanked around the other, like we talked about at the beginning. So I knew that I was okay there as long as I kept my queen alive. And at this point, I was breathing a sigh of relief. She survived the X-bow. You know, the emergency measures with the skelly spell was able to save her. So it tied up that bow long enough to get her to target the bow and take it down. Now, the king is dead, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And as you can see, even with the funnel being blown, this base is destroyed. It's destroyed. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I was flustered. I'll admit to you guys, when my bowlers blew the funnel, I was really upset. And but, you know, once I seen everything was going okay in the core, even without the bowler presence, which is amazing, by the way. That and that goes back to the old GOBOWIWI or the old GOBOWIWI attack, guys. It used a 2-1-2 in the CC, and you go, Dragoon, what is a 2-1-2? Well, it's 2 witches, a wizard, and 2 archers. Right. That's what the old GOBOWIWI troop comp in the CC was. There was no bowlers. So this is a new adaptation of the old attack. Obviously, if you get bowlers in the core, it's much better. But you've seen right there, without even having bowler presence in the core, if I would have just had a 2-1-2 CC, I still could have took this base with the old attack. So anyway, it's a great attack, guys. I'm just saying it's very user-friendly. You just got to focus on your funnel. And right there, I made a funnel error. Secondary funnel, drug my bowlers off target, and I worked through it. This is what I call a train wreck attack, by the way. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, where am I going to rage? Where am I going to heal? Let's watch my bowlers. Do I need them? Do I sacrifice them? Do I sacrifice my royals? My mind's going like crazy. I'm watching, but the whole time, you know, I'm trying to stay calm and get through the attack.
And you got it done, even though it went. And I'm glad you shared one where it didn't go perfectly, because it does show the power behind the attack. And it shows that even with a blown, I mean, it's crazy. You completely blew your funnel, like, except for your heroes and a couple of witches. And you really did still have all of your bowlers, I think, survived.
Yeah, and well, they were tanked. They were tanked. The sides, the golems ran down the sides like I wanted. And like I told you in the first one, it's okay if you only have 1 golem in the core tanking. That is fine. It's perfectly fine for 2 golems to run down the sides and tank some witches. You don't know how many witches are going to go off. It's a little bit of luck on that. You know some are going to go, but you also want some in the core as well. But yeah, it's perfectly fine. And the bowlers, being that golem was so nice to tank for them, you know, they done their stuff on the outside.
They definitely did. I mean, the attack is sweet. I wish I had a Town Hall 9 to practice it, but I don't. I've been struggling through my Town Hall 10 attacks myself, but I appreciate you sharing this one, man, because I know there's a lot of people that benefit from these pro tip series, from the attacks that you share specifically, and you know, I know that people are going to enjoy it. So thanks for doing it, man.
My pleasure, Echo.
Do you want to tell everybody your channel, your socials, so that they can take a look at some of the other stuff that you have coming out on a daily basis?
Yeah, sure. Guys, my channel is Cleric Dragoon Gaming. I'm sure Echo will have that in the details. Also, hang out in a family of clans called the Circle of Clans. There's Discord links in all of the descriptions of my videos. So if you guys ever want to come in and hang out, feel free. We're very sociable in there. Echo will tell you that himself.
I will tell you that. That's true. Well, Goon, I appreciate you coming down, man. It's always fun recording with you. I love listening to you talk, and I know you love to talk, so it works out well. It's just organic.
Right on, man. Right on.
But guys, thanks so much for coming down. I really hope that this pro tip series is being helpful to you, and I hope that you could take GOBOWIWI to your clan mates and have them become more efficient attackers at Town Hall 9. Be sure you follow me over on Twitter at EchoThroughMe and leave a comment below letting me know what you guys think of this series and of this attack strategy. Guys, I'll see all you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.